Hello, welcome to day 6. So I thought we would begin by just reviewing what we've done so far. So I drew a little diagram yesterday. Oh, it's still there. Okay, cool. That's awesome. So I drew this little diagram in Excalibur yesterday, and this is wrong, actually. So this is not how it works. I thought the client sends a message to the server connects to the daily room, and then the client connects to the daily room. It's not exactly how it works because there's more than one room and there could be more than one client. So what actually happens, maybe first one connection request, I guess. This wants to start talking to someone. This is when you click your widget and you want to start a chat. So the server is then going to send something back. How do you actually even use this? Okay, so anyway, maybe this needs to be double-ended arrow. So needs to send it back. You're going to get a room sent back to the client, right? Then the client will connect. Oh no, that's a cursor, right? Sorry, my bad. Right, yeah. Cool. So connection request, room comes back. Okay. Great. So then the server sends an agent. Agent is sent to daily, right, into the room. This is a room ID, by the way. And then the client connects to the room. And then you start your chat. Okay. So let's look at this in cursor. So in our server, here we go. This is where you create the room and you get a token for the private thing. And you send it back. Now yesterday I thought that the rooms were getting closed automatically by daily. But actually it's just removing the client, the agent from there automatically. Wasn't deleting the room, so I actually had a load of rooms listed yesterday to delete. So I'm going to need to modify the code to fix it to clean up the room. So let's begin with that, and actually let me just have a look. Source tree. Lead qualifier. Okay, so let me just actually, yeah, I committed this. Let's tag this with end of day 5, EOD 05. Okay, back to dev. Okay. Right, so okay, how about, is there any history? Just want to maybe just start a new chat and talk about it. So I don't think the server is deleting the room once the session is done. If you have a look and check, maybe I need to give it some documentation. Pipecat. Delete room by URL. Okay, this is good. So let me actually maybe get this document for the context. So we can actually use Klein to get this with MCP. So actually last night I wrote a little doc scraper MCP and actually open source that. I mean, if you want to get that, let's just run through how you do that now. So github.com, ask John George. And it'll be in here somewhere. So there. So you can just download this as like a zip, probably is about the easiest thing to do because you're not really going to need to version control this. And you save that if you're on Mac OS. I don't know how you do it on Windows. Right? So open your home directory, documents, Klein. I'll show you. So there's that MCP folder. Just stick it in there. And then over in cursor, if you go edit MCP settings, you can just put the settings there and this will then just suddenly work. So also this works by just simply using a service, this service here, so shout out to Gurinder Singh, who's been sending me lots of useful tips and tricks, and this is among them. So you can just actually go to a URL and paste the URL you want to scrape, and you'll get a markdown formatted system for markdown formatted document you can use in your LLMs. And also there's a search thing which I'm not using. So anyway, I added it to this, and DeepSeek v3 is really cheap. So actually let me just make sure I'm using that. No, I'm not. So DeepSeek chat, perfect. So now I'm just going to tell it I want to get this. Cool. So grab. And you can also tell it to read the file that it's got and then download the rest. I did that yesterday just to test. So just like a little scraper. I'll probably at some point want DeepSeek is actually, when they up their prices, I'll actually write a proper scraper that you can just like, put a list of URLs in and then it will go through the file itself with actual code. But for now, it's just like right. So can you use the doc scraper to grab and put it in docs? Pipecat, please. Okay, so I'm just going to let it read files and use MCP for this. Go ahead. REST helpers. Well, it's not read on. Oh, hang on. What directory is it trying to do? Okay, well, let's just start. Okay, so put it in. There we go, please. I mean, it would have just been faster to Okay, well, it's done it. For some reason it can't write to here. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so can you look and check server py and use rest as reference? Let me know what needs changing. Okay. So there was a cleanup there. Okay. Okay, I'm hoping that it knows that this is the right format of the dictionary because it found it in here. Just trust it and run it and see what happens. Okay, so terminal. ctdev Pipecat lead qualifier server Python server, and of course with the source env bin activate. Okay, and Python. Okay, and then client cd dev pipecat lead qualifier client npm dev Chrome. Okay, so we've got this cool little widget, and actually this can go over here, this can go over here. I'm going to have a little look at the room situation while we're doing this and start.
Hello, thank you for calling. May I have your name, please? Hello, thank you for calling us today. May I have your name, please?
No. Okay, we've got a room, one room used. Failed to close consumer. So if you read the documentation, delete room URL. Okay, that's fine. So it was doing though this proc deal, bot procs. What is this? Bot procs. Equals sum 1. Okay, fine. So that is the right place to get the URL. No subscription for consumer. What does that even mean? And I guess then if I start another one, it's going to make another room. The room URL is this.
I bet. Welcome to our service. May I have your name, please? Hello there. Thank you for calling. Could I have your name?
Okay, so this is also printing rather than using the logger. It looks like creating room for RTVI connection, print. Okay, so where there are print statements, okay, so let's just, the dev branch, yeah, okay, I can always just roll back and make another one if I care. So, first attempt at room cleanup. And add doc for daily rest helpers. Okay, so firstly, okay, we've got print being used for logging in server in some places. Please use the actual logger instead. It's a chat. Oops. I should probably do this in the agent, but well, for logging, no. Okay, fine. Nope. That's not what okay, like, yeah, okay, there's no logging in this. Interesting. Where's loguru? Whoa. There's no implementation of that. Interesting. Okay, my server's using print for logging. Is that the right one? Is using print for logging. Please use loguru like in While you're thinking about that, I'm going to have a look here. Yeah, okay, so we need to sort this out for sure. Delete the rooms though for now manually. I'll just leave this here just in case there's a situation where it's going to go and try and delete all of the rooms for some reason, and otherwise I wouldn't know about that. Okay. Okay, so now the actual error. Why is this happening? Okay, so we added some cleanup room code, but when the participant leaves the room, I see the errors below, and the room isn't cleaned up. Code to server. When we okay, cool. Let's paste the actual code. Why is this? Can you fix it? First terminate any bot processes, then delete the room itself. Okay. I'm not really sure about that, but let's see what happens. Probably the same thing, I'm guessing.
Hello there. Thank you for calling. May I have your name, please? Hi there.
Well, there's a different error. Actually, I think maybe there's a participants. There's 2 participants in this room. So if I connect to this room, am I going to see 2 participants? Okay, can I just rooms? Well, that's not good, is it?
I'm sorry if I made a mistake. Could you please let me know your name?
Right. Interesting. So, okay, let's stop. So now I'm guessing that the live sessions will end. Oh no, hang on, this is the max participants. No live sessions, that's sort of what I expected. And the rooms are still going to be there, right? Okay, so okay. The bot is never actually leaving the room, and I'm getting these errors in the server logs after. You know what? I didn't actually restart the server, did I? So why would it pick up the new code? That's pretty stupid, isn't it? So I should just maybe run the server again before I try this. Right. It's not like Next.js. You know, you can just like. Okay, so it's actually. Does this one even start? Oop. Okay, that's the wrong. Oh God. Alright, cool. And clear this one. And so, right. Okay, so I can't actually run. Can't run the server anymore. I'm getting these errors. cleaning up all rooms and processes. Okay, I think that's hopefully the start. I'm going to shut down of the whole application, which is fine. Yeah. This is probably not going to... Cool, if this doesn't work, I'm going to have a little look myself. Put a little pause on this and do that. So we are running. Let's connect. Actually, better refresh. Oh dear.
Hello there. Thank you for calling. May I have your name, please? Hi there. Thanks for reaching out. Could I get your name, please?
Okay. Gonna have to have a little look myself. Be back in a bit. Thought it might be worth showing how I've like that careless checking in order that I used is not great. So what I should have done is done this first, check that in, and then done the rest of the changes. But next I want to keep this, and that's the only thing I want to keep. Actually, I'm gonna have to do some I'm just gonna have to do it like just really easier to just get the agent to do the loguru thing again. So I'm just gonna check this in. Another cleanup attempt. So we're gonna this is gonna be a trash branch. So bin and room cleanup. Let's create this dev. Let's reset dev to this commit. Do this hard, discard all the changes. So I'll delete this at some point, and now I'll make actually a feature branch. Well, actually, let's cherry pick this. So I've got the doc added, and can I probably not add this? I'm guessing because the actual code changed. Let's give it a go. Cherry pick. Yep. It's not even going to let me. No worries. Cancel. Got anything at all? Something I can merge. No, so it's just going to be easier to just or maybe actually this is close enough. Oh yeah, let's just get rid of this. We're using server. Please use like in. Okay, so we'll do it again, and I'm gonna carry on reading, and I'll be back. So yeah, I made the changes, but now you can't run it, so I'm just gonna give it this information. So following that change, the server py won't run. Okay, great, that fixed it. So if I go in here, great, and now we can sort. More of a bug fix, isn't it? Okay, so I do wonder, maybe if we have a little play around. Open router, DeepSeek R1. New DeepSeek, wonder how smart it is, if we can figure this out. Okay. Okay, well, let's have a try then, shall we? I mean, I don't know what's going on yet. So, currently in server, wow, okay, so it's not respecting the git ignore, so that's quite unfortunate. Okay, anyway, when the last participant leaves, the bot doesn't leave, and the room isn't being deleted. Could you check the context of this file and also bot py and bot runner py and refer to the docs in rest and please correct this. So just figure we'll have a play around with R1, see what happens. It's supposed to be as smart as O1. People are raving about it on the old social media. So having a think. I wonder if this thing outputs its chain of thought. Just give it a go on the actual web interface. It's quite permissive terms of service on the DeepSeek web interface though, like they can track your keystrokes, the cadence of your keystrokes, like all kinds of stuff. Just signing up for when you use that. Where bots don't exist. Did I say bots don't exist? What? Okay, I'm in architect mode. So down here, okay, I can't change that now. I have to wait for it to finish. Yeah, okay, cool, interesting. This is correct. That's what I want it to do. But then in the code, like... yeah, list keys rather than the values it had before, right? PID list. Okay, so rather than going in architect mode, we'll give it code mode. These changes, okay, go ahead and make those changes there, pal. Let's go. And that cost 4 cents, that query. Yep, go on. So is it going to ask me for permission to edit the file? I'm just going to edit the file even though I haven't got it. Oh no, you can, okay. Makes the edit and then lets you approve it. That makes a lot more sense, obviously. Okay. Okay, can I click it to get the context? No, I have to click here. And last participant left. Okay, how does it know? It's just now up to 7 cents. It's very cheap. Okay. What do you reckon? Will this work? Place your bets. The server's running. Yeah. Okay. How does it know that that's an actual valid event? Right. So I'm going to have to find the events in the documentation. So let me do that. Oh yeah, it might be worth me showing you how I'm tracing this through. So I don't know how it found this. So I want to go transport event handler. So go to definition of transport. Transport is in daily transport. No definition for that. but it comes from Pipecat transport services daily. So in that namespace, I guess if we go to GitHub, Pipecat transports services daily. We've got a little live kit thing here as well. It's interesting. So daily py, looking for some event handlers here. Okay, there we go. On participant joined. So let me just, this might be easier to read actually in cursor. So open trusty old cursor, new window, open dev. Pipecat. And source Pipecat and transports. What was it? Transports. Pipecat transport services. Daily. Let's have a look at the outline. On first participant joined. Interesting. Daily callbacks. Okay. So I guess maybe if I just change it to this, because there's only two participants in there. I think that's actually the limit we set, right? Is there some kind of limit? Limit? Nope, well, whatever. So then in the bot, on participant left, using def, participant left. Yeah, well, no worries. So now let's try it again. Am I recording this? Yeah, okay. Never know. Cool. So it's concerning that this is happening 3 times, but let's go look.
Hi there. Thanks for calling. Can I have your name, please?
Left takes 1 position argument, but 3 were given. Interesting. So let's just stop. Thank you. Let's see. Exception in event handler. Where would those be? Participant left. Transport. Three were given. Okay. Self, participant, and reason. What was he on? So with this, come on. Okay, so chat to the actual daily, this one. So I'm getting the following error in my server console when I try to hook into the on participant left event. My implementation is right here. It's only 100 lines of code. Here's the code. Please advise how I could fix that. Wait, I thought it was saying it takes 1 but 3 were given. Okay. I mean, this is still talking. There's 3 bots talking. So did DeepSeek just put a logger in there, even though there's no logger? I didn't notice that. This is the O1 level model, is it? Okay. Just do that and see if this works. Is it though? Yeah, I mean, I suppose that would break it, wouldn't it? So let's see. It's created, well, there's only one room URL.
Hello there. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
May I?
Pipeline runner has no attribute stop, right? So yeah, runner. Where's the bot runner? This is the runner it's using, right? Bot runner. No. Runner. Pipeline runner. Okay, pipeline runner. Okay, well, pipeline runner. Pipeline runner from pipeline runner. Pipeline runner. Run stop when done. There's no stop, but there is a stop when done. Interesting. Okay. Done. Okay, it would be good if I could add like the pipeline code base as context somehow. Let's try running this and see now.
Hi there. Thanks for calling.
Leaving, left, finished. Well, that's an improvement, isn't it? Is that the new room or is that in the old room? DT, that's the new one. Live session 0, yes. Okay, progress. Progress, but the rooms, we've still got loads of rooms. Okay, progress. So let me just have a quick break. Okay, let's get back to it. I just noticed something in Discord though. Check this out. This is the Klein Discord server, and the head dev has just announced a new version. New plan/act mode toggle. Plan mode turns Klein into an architect. That sounds very similar to the architect mode in Brew Klein, doesn't it? And then switch back to act and let him execute the plan. Easily switch between API providers and models using a new pop-up menu under the chat field. So you can switch, I guess, mid-chat. That's pretty cool. Oh, add VS Code LM API providers to run models provided by other VS Code extensions. So that means you can use the Visual Studio Code API provider and get access to Claude for $10 a month, basically. If you're running Klein in VS Code, though, I think. Or maybe if there's a way of using GitHub Copilot as an extension. I have to look into that later, because that could be helpful. And on-off toggle for MC. Yeah, interesting. I noticed that they didn't have an on and off toggle in the main Klein one. So let me just show you some stuff. Let's quit Discord now. Distraction. So Klein. So Roux Klein in the MCP servers. Where have my MCP servers gone? Okay, that's interesting. Well, there was a little switch next to them, but I guess now if I go to Klein MCP servers, yeah, okay, you see that there isn't one here now, but I'm guessing that if I go to extensions, Klein, is there a way to check, force it to check for updates? Let's just quit cursor, open again. So there's a way. There we go. Okay, well, maybe it's not live yet. There'll be a switch there. Anyway, let's just get back to work. So we have the bot leaving the room. We need the room to be deleted. Where's the best place to do that? Will be in the server, right? Where it creates the room. Runner. So okay, so we had in the here delete room by name. Helper is what? Classes, one of these properties. Oop. Initialize REST helper. Daily REST helper. Am I even using this anywhere? Runner py docs. My server is using daily REST helper. Okay. Daily REST helper is this cool? Yup. Okay, REST helper get token. This is the bot runner. That's the only place this uses it. No, is there also in server? Yep, cool. Is this my server? Yes, it is. Wonderful. REST helper and helpers. REST helper. It's an interesting way of doing that. Is there a where are the other ones? Is this a dictionary with one entry? What? I don't really like that. Okay, so let's not do that for sure, because that's not very clear. And then, where did it get that pattern from actually? Here, from docs, simple chat bot. Are they doing more than one thing in here? daily helpers rest. Why? That's weird. Well, listen, they know what they're doing. I'm just going to copy them, and also whatever, I don't have to. This is less code to change, so let's leave that like that. And I want to, yeah, what do I want to do? Use the rest helper to leave, right? Delete room. Delete room by URL. Okay, so we need to use that to delete the room. When it's done, so how is that going to work? Can you explain the life cycle? So let's give it bot runner and the documentation. What's the name of that thing? It's rest helper thing. Daily rest helpers. Okay, can you explain the life cycle? Explain the life cycle of a client connection here, all the way up until they leave the room. What is cleaned up when they leave the room and what isn't? I'm specifically concerned with the bot leaving and the room being deleted. Daily room spawns a bot, yep. Yep. What gets cleaned up? The daily room is deleted via the REST API. Okay. Does seem like that's code. Where are you seeing that? Clean up. Okay. Right. Cool. Created in a lifecycle function, but after the yield statement, means it might not start properly. But after the yield statement, there's no explicit cleanup of the AO session after resources. Rooms might be left dangling. Okay, let's just... We've got a small victory here. Got the bot to leave the room. Got bot to leave room when participant leaves. Let's apply this. Okay, can you explain what yield does in general and then specifically in this case, please? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that's... Okay. Interesting. So this is the whole async like pattern with like a almost like a kind of constructor and destructor type deal. I have to read about this more later. Okay, well that's interesting. Let's see if this has actually achieved anything. It is concerning the way like the recording thing just disappears when I do that. Anyway, oh, here we go. Complete failure. Interesting. Is this the first time I'm using that? I'll have to ask about this. Seems like this is the first time we're using sync.io in this file. Are you sure this is the right approach? You're just missing the import. Oh. Yeah, I know that, but I just want to make sure you're not hallucinating. Okie dokie dokie.
Hi there, thanks.
See that? Awesome. Wow. I'm so surprised that worked. So we just need to figure out why there's 3 logs appearing, and then when I do this, oh, it's shut down gracefully as well. Wonderful. Sweet. Huh. Okay, so I do have to learn a bit more Python tonight. I'll just add that to the list of stuff I have to do tonight. Okay, learn async, yield in async context. Okay, interesting. So now we just need to solve the mystery of why certain things are appearing 3 times, particularly yeah. So actually, this is such a short log, I can just send it the whole thing. Look at this. Oops. Okay. Okay. All right. That's working. So let's just check in our work. All right. So room is now deleted. So after the participant leaves and the bot leaves. After bot leaves. After participant leaves. Okay, so that's working quite well. Let's just add some more context. It's working quite well now. So it's working quite well now in terms of the bot leaving after the last participant leaves, and the room being deleted after the bot leaves. In fact, let me just double check that this is really happening. So if I look in daily for the rooms, is it deleted? Perfect. However, it seems like some entries in logs are appearing 3 times, and I'm worried. Could you check the code for me and see the cause of this? Determine the cause of this, please. Some log right here for context. Have at it. Oh, I didn't add as much context as I wanted. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let you do this, but I think this is not. Okay. So does this only appear after I added loguru? Let's see. Wow.
Hello. Thank you for calling. May I have your name, please? Hello. Thank you.
Okay. Leaving cleaned up room. Okay, awesome. Fantastic. So the only thing is tasks cancelled error. What's going on there? So let's just figure this part out, and then we can do some actual prompt engineering and sort out the prompting, the actual call flow and stuff. Because right now it's just because we were testing before. There's the introduction, which is firing twice, and then it's going straight to a booking section. So task cancelled. Let's have a look. What am I doing? Underscore vor. And also, is it plural? Let me just actually copy from the place and paste. It's just way simpler. Okay. Deepgram services disconnecting from Deepgram. Maybe this is an issue. Debug. Yeah, I mean it's not. It would raise an error, right? you would think. Tasks cancelled error. So let's see if I search this code base for it. Nothing. Okay. Maybe this is actually a constructed thing though. Maybe it says task cancelled success. Nope. Cool, whatever. So let's check this in. What? Okay, so we fixed issue where server logs were appeared 3 times. Server log messages were triple posted. Okay, so maybe I can do another one. Maybe it will actually, what if we can try it here?
Hello there. Thanks for calling. Could you please tell me?
What does this mean? Ooh. What does that mean? Expired as in dead, like removed, gone? A former room? Does it just stay there for a little while so you can check on it? What's going on? Would Perplexity know about this? Perplexity knows everything, right? So, what are expired rooms in daily in the rooms section of the dashboard? Is that just so you can see programmatically deleted rooms for a bit? And then let's just actually delete all the other rooms now. I'll do this later. No, I'll do it now. I'll just pause the video for a bit while I do this. So it did just occur to me I deleted those all manually when I could have just asked Perplexity to write a little script to run on the list and delete them. But anyway, rooms which have passed their configured expiration time and can no longer be used for meetings. Treated as deleted by API endpoints. By collector processes. Okay. So it's basically what I thought. It's basically what I thought. So let's just have a look here. What are we going to do now? So now we need to sort out the actual bot logic. So let's just stop all this and have a look. So this is our focus now. Make sure to just keep these open in this order. So this is my flow at the moment. Greet the caller warmly and ask for their name. I wonder why it's doing that twice. So what I'd quite like to do is have two versions. One just taking a simple system prompt, which I want to basically work the same, exactly the same as the bot I've got now. And I can just copy the system prompt from my own GitHub. and then one where we have a proper flow situation going. So let's have a look at how we can achieve that. So I think to begin with, copy one of their examples. So I'm going to try and find an example now, and I'll tell you how I did that once I figured out how I'm doing that. Hey, so actually I'm going to wrap it up now. I think we've got enough content for one day, and I'm going to have to do some planning tonight and probably tomorrow morning. So I just wanted to say, like yesterday, I had some issues with Teller with the recording, and I contacted their support, and they were excellent. They got back to me right away, and they investigated it, and apparently still investigating it. But I did notice this morning, actually, that this happened. There was a new release. Fixes an issue where for some users the microphone wasn't audible in the recording. Now that's one way of putting it, right? Because my microphone wasn't audible. It was just instead a really loud screech. So it's possible that fixed it. I've been checking as I go along today, and everything seems to be in order. So, happy days, and see you tomorrow.